Anybody able to hear me now?
Now batting the catcher, number 3, Hodge Williams.
Okay, guys, I apologize for all the stuff going on. This is my backup headset, so it's going to sound very, very spotty. We will try and figure out what's going on with all the stuff on my better setup for the next round of playoffs, but assuming the Vikings win here today. But for the moment, you're going to have to put up with some rough audio. So I apologize. I appreciate all of you guys for helping out up to this point. I don't know. I think it's actually something with this box. I'm not sure because if you it's peaking when I talk into that mic, it peaks, so it works. But for some reason, it's not transmitting into that. So I'm using my backup headset right now, and they say that I can hear my backup headset. So it's terrible audio, but it's what I'm gonna try and figure out somehow, assuming that they win this game. So. I didn't know if there was something with what the state was doing with them taking the feed that it was going to.
Can you tell that they're doing the feed?
I don't know where are they live streaming it to.
NFHS network. But
I don't know. I don't.
they never got back with me, so I don't know if they're even doing it.
Okay. Well, Hodge Williams in the box now. Had a base hit in the first inning. Part of that first inning where Tucker Anderson stranded both runners, waves to that one, so too to him. A line out and a walk two walks have gone on in this inning so far up to this point. 0-2, dribbler down the line, that's foul. Well, in the first inning, 3 strikeouts for Tucker Anderson. One of them swinging, 2 of them looking. He's got 4 already, and we are in the third inning. On the mound for the Hawks, however, Caleb Wren has been pretty good through those first 2 innings. Couple of strikeouts for him. Only 1 base runner given up as well. That one's crushed down the left field line. That's just foul. A sigh of relief there for Tucker Anderson. That one's lifted straight up in the air. Landon Scott is ranging over, and that one's out of play. Oh, 2 is the count. We'll have Caleb McLawhorn trot out and give our home plate umpire Brian Miller a couple more baseballs. Well, if you are joining us and can hear the audio now, I'd like to welcome you to the 4th round of the North Carolina State Playoffs. This is the regional semifinals for the East Side between the 5-seed Holly Springs and the 1-seed DH Conley. That one's up high, but induces the chase there from Hodge Williams. That's strike 3.
Now batting the first baseman, number 9, Connor Horahan.
Here's Connor Hurrihan. Had a strikeout looking in the first inning. That was really where Tucker Anderson started to pick up a little bit of momentum. Had those runners on the corners, needed a big time punch out, and he got just that on him. That one's chopped on the ground to Harrison Corey at second. He'll make the flip over to Rick Niddle covering the second base bag in time for out number 3. So once again, Tucker Anderson strands 2 on the base paths. We'll head to the bottom of the third. No score from the Crossroads. 8-9-1 due up for the Vikings here in the home half of the third. Only one base runner up to this point through the lineup. That one's chopped foul by Ryan Edwards. That was something that I had been talking with a couple of the guys, specifically Connor Berry, who was the starting pitcher on Tuesday in the playoffs against Topsail. But we were talking about getting the top of the lineup going, but also the entire lineup in general going, especially the first time through. Vikings haven't really done that here this evening. And you just hope that it doesn't get to the point where they're having to play catch up on Holly Springs. That one's line caught by the third baseman, Lehrer. Kind of
Now
seemed like
batting the
a
center fielder, number 5,
kind of seemed like he
Hunter
rolled
Layton.
over on that for the ground out. That was a bit of an odd piece of contact made. Hit it pretty hard, but right at the third baseman. Now the 9-hole spot, Hunter Layton, as a senior this year, batting .296. He's kind of in that spot where you'd hope to see the 9-hole batter get on base and give the top of the lineup a chance to score him home and get a couple of base hits. 2-0, ran it inside, chops it foul. Two one, grounds that one foul again. A couple of friendly jeers from the crowd for our first base umpire. Had a call. I wasn't totally sure if he had called it a double for Anthony Zeza in the first inning. They thought that was strike three. That was just inside, according to our home plate umpire, Brian Miller. So it is now full. 3-2 inside again. Good take there from Hunter Layton. Left on left. Breaking ball is not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he does just that and draws the one-out walk.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Rook Niddle.
So the lineup turns over. Here's Rook Niddle. Popped out his first time up. It's kind of weak contact. You could have possibly called it a fly out, but the shortstop, Harkin, ranged back and made the grab. Runner on first, one away. Swings and misses at that one. It's 0-2. There goes the runner late, and they throw over the lefty. Made the pickoff move, and they catch him on the base paths. That was something that I was talking about with Coach Spencer, the first base coach for the Vikings, is they saw Rhett Britt on Tuesday had a really good pickoff move. You're facing a lefty on the mound. How is that going to affect your base running? He said you just got to go for it. Sometimes you have to gamble and try and have a go at it. They did just that, and it costed them there as Wren wasn't totally in his motion yet. Here's another 0-2. Got him looking. Fastball painted the corner on the outside edge for strike three. 1-2-3 go the Vikes in the third. Still no score as we head to the fourth from the Crossroads. Pretty solid first 3 innings of work for Tucker Anderson on the mound, only giving up 2 hits and a handful of strikeouts up to this point. He's having to face 5, 6, and 7 here in the fourth as Noah Rhodes looks at ball one. He struck out looking to end the first inning. 1-0, just low, but it will find the zone just at the knees. 1-1, lifts that one up in the air. That one's tailing down the left field line. Edwards over to his right and makes the grab for out number one.
Now batting the third baseman, number 5, Jared Lehrer.
Here's Jared Lehrer, who made a pretty good snag there in the last inning. Robbed Ryan Edwards of a base hit in the third inning. He'll lift that one up and out of play. It's a foul ball. Oh, 1 swings at that one and misses. Oh, 2. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 6 of the ball game for Tucker Anderson. We're through 3 2/3. So now the second baseman, Mason Hamrick, who struck out swinging in the second inning, he'll look at ball one. That's in the dirt. 1-1, swings and misses. Lifts that one back and out of play. Hamrick, one of the few guys in the 300s batting average wise. They only have 4 guys on the team that are above a 900 OPS. He has that 328 average, 19 hits and 15 RBIs. 5 total extra base hits between 3 doubles and 2 triples. Just a sophomore. He's down 1-2 and swings and misses at that one for strike 3. 7 strikeouts, and Tucker Anderson is fired up. He has been lights out through 4 innings. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Still no score from the Crossroads.
Now batting the second baseman,
Welcome
number
back.
4, Harrison Corey.
Bottom half of the fourth about to get underway. 2, 3, and 4 for the Vikings. Harrison Corey, Ethan Stewart, and Colton Newbern. Harrison Corey red hot in these playoffs. He grounds that one to Harkin at shortstop. He's up with it and makes the throw over in time for out number 1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 9, Ethan Stewart.
If you are just now tuning in and you're one of our usual viewers, I apologize for the poor quality of audio for this broadcast. Had some audio issues through the first couple of innings, and I greatly appreciate everyone that helped me become aware of the issue, as it seemed like the audio was working on my end, but apparently not on y'all's end. So I really do appreciate that. Using the backup setup at the moment. If the Vikings win this one, we will work on the audio for the regional final. Ethan Stewart at the dish, the lone base runner. Well, the lone base hit at that for the Vikings up to this point. He's up 2-1 in the count. Leaves that one low. It's 3-1. Here's the keyhole pitch. Drops it in there. Good breaking ball there. The count runs full. Here's the payoff. Got him swinging. Left the breaking ball off the plate. Man, left on left breaking balls are so tough to hit. And Wren is really making it work here in the
Now
fourth.
batting the catcher, number 13, Colton Newburn.
Make that 5 strikeouts now for Caleb Wren on the mound. He will now face Colton Newburn, who struck out looking to end the first inning. 1-0. And man, I tell you what, Wren is working very, very fast out there. He is not taking long to come set. 2-0, fouls that one back. Wren, a junior, the 1.18 ERA, 9-0 through 12 appearances. This is his 10th start of the season. He also threw on Tuesday versus Wake Forest, only threw a couple of innings, so he has availability today. We'll more than likely see Anthony Zeza if Wren were to come out of this ball game. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count to Colton Newburn. Tees up on that one, lifts that one sky high in the air out to center field. Cooper is back to the trek and at the wall and will make the grab for out number 3. We've got ourselves a pitcher's duel from the Crossroads here in the 4th round. No score between the Vikes and the Hawks. Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Golden Hawks in the top half of the 5th inning. Sam Saxenmeyer, DH, leading off, popped out his first time up. This has been a very fast 4 innings from the Crossroads. We've had a pitcher's duel up to this point, of course, no score through those 4 innings as Saxenmeyer swings and misses at that one. He's down 0-2. 7 strikeouts from Tucker Anderson and possibly counting. Looking to make it 8. He does just that. Got him swinging. Complete dominance from Tucker Anderson up to this point in the ball game.
Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Gabriel Cooper.
We saw a little bit of a slump from Tucker Anderson throughout conference play. But these last couple of starts, he has started to ramp right back up to his actual potential. Of course, he is a UNC Wilmington commit. That one's fouled back into the netting. It's 0-2 again. Looking to make it strikeout number 9 of the ball game. Here's the 0-2. Leaves it just off the plate, man. That was very close. One, two to the Hawks center fielder, Gabriel Cooper. Fouls that one off down the left field line. Kind of sat back. Maybe was anticipating a changeup or curveball there. But Anderson challenged him with a fastball. Typically, we have the speed gun on display behind me on the press box, but during the playoffs, the Vikings choosing not to display the velocity. Don't want to try and affect Anderson or any of the pitchers on staff for the Vikes. Drops in a breaking ball. That's low in the dirt. Good take there by Cooper. Two. Got him looking. Paints the corner with the fastball.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6, Caleb Red.
9 strikeouts now for Tucker Anderson. He is really feeling himself out there on the mound. All the energy and the excitement. The lineup turns over. So there is a challenge in and of itself for Anderson now. Caleb Wren, the pitcher at the dish, 0 for 2 today. Strikeout swinging and a line out. He lines that one back the other way. That one's going to go into left field for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there from Caleb Wren to go the other way. Floated just enough above the head of Rook Niddle. Really good hops there, I will say, over there at shortstop. Couldn't quite make the grab, however, and fell for the 2-out base knock.
Fielder, number 1, Anthony Zeza.
Well, 1, 2, and 3 of the Hawks lineup have now all recorded a base hit apiece. Those are the only three hits of the ball game for the Hawks. And here's Anthony Zeza, who had a double in the first inning. He made his way up to third base, but didn't come across to score. A couple of strikeouts looking to end that frame where Tucker Anderson was able to work out of the jam with a couple of runners on base. 1-0, fastball grooved right down the middle. One fastball outside. Well, we really saw the energy on those first 2 batters. Gave up that base hit there. Maybe Anderson trying to sit back just a little bit here, especially with the 2-hole batter at the plate. 2-1 out, up and away. 3 balls and a strike. Three one. That one's right back up the middle into center field for a base hit. That was a fast 2 strikeouts for Tucker Anderson, and now 2 quick base hits as head coach Jason Mills will stroll out to the mound to have a chat with Tucker Anderson. There is some movement down there in the Conley pen. We'll see if he already goes ahead and makes his move here. Anderson is through 4 2/3 here in this one. 9 strikeouts to his line, 4 hits, no runs given up yet. Of course, he is responsible for the runners on first and second at the current moment. Seems like Mills is just having a chat with Anderson. He won't pull him quite yet. Amid all of the audio issues, I didn't get to see if anyone had run down to the pin. It seems like there are a couple of guys down there. Gavin Whitley is probably not available today. Through last Friday against Riverside Durham, through Tuesday against Topsail. If I were a betting man, I'd probably say Caleb Case would be the next guy up if Mills were to make a move. Of course, Harrison Corey is available playing second base. Of course, the recent UNC commit coming back off of Tommy John hasn't been able to throw a whole lot this year. Been trying to keep him away from pitching, working back into the rotation. We could see an appearance today, not totally sure. Either way, Anderson is back in the game and will face the Hawks' best hitter statistically, Hodge Williams. Watch a strike one. Williams is 1 for 2 today, a base hit in the first, and then a strikeout swinging chase the fastball upstairs. The one lifted straight up in the air. We'll see who goes over to make the play. Harrison Corey is calling everyone off, ranges way over to his left, but makes the grab for out number 3. So once again, Tucker Anderson strands 2 runners in the 5th inning. That's the 3rd inning of him stranding 2 on base. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the inning.
Number 23, Brody Brennan.
Welcome back. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the bottom half of the inning for the Vikings. A beautiful evening from the crossroads. Temperature is starting to cool off as the sun has set behind the trees. That's the nice thing about a 7 o'clock start is you guys don't have to be looking into that sun on the broadcast. I know it can be a killer out there in left field for not just you all watching, but also the players on the field. 2-1 to Brody Brandon in there for a strike. It seems like Brandon's crowding the plate just a little bit. Anything on the inside corner, he's not able to quite get around to. Wren is taking advantage of that. 2-2, breaking ball in the dirt. So the count runs full again. We've seen plenty of full counts for Caleb Brin so far in this game. That one, soft contact in the foul ground. No one's going to get to it. The launch angle looked pretty favorable, but very soft contact from Brody Brandon. If I were Wren in this situation, I would be locating inside again. It's just really tough for Brody Brandon to get his hands to that ball, crowding the plate, a taller frame. Here's the next payoff. Inside, and that one's actually ball 4. Ran it a little too inside there. And now a leadoff base runner. That's Brody Brandon.
Now batting for the Vikings. The first baseman, number 24, Hayden Willoughby.
I would like to give a little bit of a shout out here to my adult league soccer team, Team HGA. Thank you, Isaac, for letting me know about my team score. Not able to make it to the game tonight. Of course, I'm here. I am here calling this game. Not able to make it to my soccer game. Down 3-2 at the half. It's the semifinals for us. So shout out to you guys. Keep powering through. I know you guys can do it. Y'all can pull off the dub in the second half. I wish I was there to help you guys, but I'm here calling for Conley. Hayden Willoughby will show bunt. That one inside as he pulls back. The entire infield crept in immediately as soon as Willoughby showed bunt. Runner on first. That's Brody Brandon. No outs in the inning. We'll see if the Vikings can get something going. Willoughby shows bunt again. That one's low for ball 2. Now we will see a mound visit with head coach Rod Whitesell. This is probably the best opportunity for me to tell you guys about Holly Springs. Typically every broadcast I like to mention state championships and one notable alumni for the visiting school that the Vikings are facing. So for Holly Springs, they have one state championship. That was in 2011 in the 4A classification where they swept TC Robertson out of Asheville. The tournament MVP for the Hawks was Carlos Rodon, who is, of course, with the Yankees today pitching. He was drafted out of Holly Springs in 2011 as a senior in the 16th round to the Brewers, chose to go to college, ended up at NC State where he was drafted 3rd overall in the first round in 2014 to the White Sox. Of course, had that no-hitter versus who was then the Cleveland Indians, now the Cleveland Guardians, but against Cleveland 8-0 was the final score there. Was perfect up until the 9th inning where he hit one of the batters and it switched over to a no-hitter where he did get the no-hitter, but the bid for perfection was lost. Still had a bid for history with the no-hitter. Of course, as a 3-time All-Star. Seeing some confusion at the plate as that bunt attempt was fouled straight down into the plate. It's 2-1 to Hayden Willoughby. Shows bunt again. That time fouled off to the side. It's 2-2. DH Conley wearing black. Holly Springs in their purple pinstripes. Of course, Conley wearing the black uniforms to keep the mojo going. They don't want to switch out of these uniforms as long as they're still winning. Brandon creeps away over there at first base. Here's the 2-2. Up and away for ball 3. Three-two up and away for ball 4, and now 2 runners on base with no outs in the 5th.
Hey, do your job right here. Let's go.
Well, funny enough, in the game against Topsail on Tuesday, it was mainly the bottom of the lineup that was getting things done for the Vikings and their offense. That was thrown into the outfield by the catcher Williams. Both runners will move up to second and third. And now 2 runners in scoring position with no outs in the 5th.
Hey, 2-strike approach!
Now at
2-strike
the plate,
approach!
number 15, Landon Scott.
Hey, let's go 1-5, 2-strike approach!
But we saw this in the 7th inning against Topsail. Once the Vikes start to get a roll on things, get one base runner, then another base runner, things start to spiral just a little bit. We'll see what Landon Scott can do now. Leaves that one off the plate for ball 2. The entire infield for Holly Springs is playing in, anticipating a bunt from Landon Scott. 2-0. Fastball finds the zone.
Hey, 2-strike approach. Come on, spread out. Let's go.
Conley not the only Pitt County team in action tonight. Aiden Grifton, Rose, and South Central all in action. South Central the 2 seed in 7A. J.H. Rose the 1 seed in 6A. And then Aiden Grifton the 1 seed in 3A. Here's the 2-1. Drops it in there for a strike. Pretty pitch there from Caleb Brin. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners on. Brin will step off for just a second. He's been working fast tonight, but taking this at-bat very slowly, trying to get his steps right. Here's the 2-2. Leaves that one off the plate. The count runs full. Would not want to walk the bases loaded here in this situation. No outs, and you've got a righty on deck against the lefty on the mound. Here's the payoff. Swings and misses at that one. That lefty-lefty breaking ball just proving to work really, really well for Wren. Located it well, just barely off the plate. Just enough for Landon Scott to think about a swing. And that's the first out of the inning, but here's Ryan Edwards, the righty. That one drops in there for a strike. He's got runners on second and third base. Ripped a line out to third base his first time up. 0-1, leaves that one low. Infield still continuing to creep in just a little bit. 1-1 shows bunt, lays it down. No, that's foul. Has to be careful. Seen a couple of bunt attempts go up in the air. Can't afford to give them a free out with a bunt attempt. So 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. We'll see if Wren goes inside or outside. Maybe fastball, maybe breaking ball. Goes breaking ball outside. Chops it, just foul. Man, that was so close. Head coach Jason Mills is not happy with Brody Brandon, as he did not have to run in that situation. If it was a fair ball and Lair had gotten to it, he could have made the tag and thrown down to first for the double play possibly. Either way, we will do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one's lifted up in the air out into center field. That one's carrying into the gap. Caught by Cooper out there in center field. Brody Brandon will tag up and score easily as he slides into home. The Vikes are up 1-0 in the 5th. Well, that's all that Ryan Edwards had to do. Just do your job, pass it on to the next guy, and gets the RBI. The Vikes now lead here in the 4th round of the state playoffs. Still a runner on second base, but 2 outs. That one's dribbled foul by Hunter Layton. He drew a walk his first time up. Just one hit for the Vikes, but one run in this inning. That hit came back in the first inning off the bat of Ethan Stewart, as Hunter Layton is down 0-2 in this at bat. 0-2. Got him swinging. Breaking ball outside. Left it in a hittable location, but just off the plate as Hunter Layton swings and misses at that one. That is out number 3, but the Vikes put up the first run of the ball game. They lead 1-0 as we head to the 6th from the Crossroads. Well, Tucker Anderson is still out there on the mound here as we are into the 6th inning. The Vikes are up 1-0. Sacrifice fly from Ryan Edwards there in the 5th inning, which scored Brody Brannon. If you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. I personally am someone that loves offense, and so this has been a little bit of a boring game for me, but of course every game is fun for me to call. I do enjoy watching dominant pitching outings, though, and that one's lifted out there in the left field. Ryan Edwards will come in a couple of steps and makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting the right fielder, number 2, Noah Rhodes.
So here's the 5-hole batter, Noah Rhodes. He's 0 for 2, strikeout looking, and a flyout. Good breaking ball there, man. That was a pretty pitch from Tucker Anderson. He has been able to get everything to work. Fastball, changeup, and breaking ball. 0-1, fastball outside. One one breaking ball up high. 2 balls and a strike. Noah Rhodes, known for his pitching, as I already mentioned. Batting .289 this year, 22 hits, 23 RBIs, which is a very notable number, especially in the high school ranks. 2-2 is the count. We'll see how Tucker Anderson approaches this pitch. 2-2. Up high, fastball. Colton Newbern couldn't quite hang on to that one, just a little outside of the zone. The count runs full. Three-two off the plate. Ball 4 there for Rhodes. Second walk of the ball game,
Now
sorry, third
batting the
walk of
third
the ball
baseman,
game
number
for
5,
Tucker
Jared
Anderson
Letter.
to go along with his 9 strikeouts already. Here's the third baseman, Jared Lair. This season, he's batting .239 as a senior. First pitch to him is floated out into the gap. That one's going to go all the way to the wall. Rhodes is on his horse. He's being waved home, and he will score with ease. And Holly Springs, just like that, has tied this ball game right back up. So now we will see the move being made, possibly. And we will see Caleb Case start to make his way out of the pen. Tucker Anderson's day is done. 5 1/3 for him. We will tell you about the rest of his line, and we will tell you about Caleb Case when we come back. Well, the first pitching change has been made of the ball game between either side. A pitcher's duel up to this point, but Tucker Anderson gives up his first run of the ball game. He is responsible for the runner on second, but he goes 5 1/3, 5 hits, 1 run up to this point, 3
Now
walks,
batting
and
for the
9
Bulldogs,
strikeouts. I mean,
number
he was
21,
dominant
Sam
through
Texameyer.
those first 4 or 5 innings. Kind of slipped up a little bit on that base knock there, which scored Noah Rhodes. But a very solid outing
Number
from
17,
Tucker
Mason
Anderson,
Hamlet.
and you just hope that it is not his last appearance here at DH Conley. 1-1 is the score. Caleb Case replaces him this year. 1.81 ERA, 3-0 through 10 appearances. One of those appearances was a start. 27 innings through those 10, however. 38 strikeouts, 14 hits, and only 7 earned runs. The velocity has definitely been there for Caleb. And his last couple of appearances have been very, very dominant, very solid. Of course, I was mentioning at the start of the broadcast, but of course the audio wasn't working. But in the first meeting between these two teams in the middle of the season, the Vikes won 3-1, and Caleb Case came in relief, 3 innings off of Tucker Anderson, had 5 strikeouts, did not give up a base runner in the win. 1-1 in the dirt.
Hey, did he go? Yes, he did. If you're asking me, I'm in confidence. Yes, he did. Hey, did he go? Yes.
Jared Lear with the gap base knock for the double to score Noah Rhodes already in this inning. He's standing over there at second base. 1 away in the inning. 2-1 finds his zone for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hamrick. That one's grounded to Rook Niddle. The runner will move up to third base. The slide, and he is safe. That was a tough play for Rook Niddle to make over there at shortstop, but wow, what an effort from Mason Hamrick to slide in there, and he is safe at first.
Now batting number 21, the designated hitter, Sam Saxemeyer.
We will see Colton Newbern, the catcher, call all of the infielders in. We'll see how they want to play this. Runners on the corners, but the 8-hole batter at the dish. Lair at third. Hamrick at first. 1 away in the inning.
Ground ball went through the shortstop's glove and they scored.
Saxon-Myers 0 for 2 today. Pop out and a strikeout swinging. First pitch to him. Catches the corner for a strike.
No, mine's terrible, bro. Y'all did not want to see mine. Look how bad. Look, man, let me see.
1-1 is the score here in the top of the 6th. 4th round in the 7A East. The winner of this game will face the winner of Cardinal Gibbons and South Central. Chase White making the start there. Tarkenton, the Carolina commit for the Crusaders. 0-2. Up and away for ball 1.
You gotta say it like this.
1-2 outside. Ball gets away from Newbern. Case will cover, but Lear will slide in safely. And Holly Springs has taken the lead here in the 6th. Head coach Jason Mills is not happy. Still 2 strikes on Cooper, but a runner on second now as the run came across the score there. Got him swinging for out 2. That's a big-time strikeout there for Caleb Case. Maybe a little bit of a confidence booster. We will see our first substitution of the game. I believe this is Austin Harris checking in for Gabriel Cooper, and it will be.
Now batting number 14, Austin Harris.
This year as a junior, batting 200, 5 hits through 30 plate appearances. One of those hits was for extra bases. Only 1 RBI to his name. He has the left versus right matchup. First pitch to him in the dirt. The runner stumbles for a second. Throw down from Newbern. Not in time. It gets all the way out to the outfield. The throw in is not in time again. We are holding off on the call from our home plate umpire, Brian Miller. Not sure what the call is here. Head coach Jason Mills coming out of his dugout. The play was very, very close at the plate. No call originally from the home plate umpire. The throw down from Colton Newbern was in the dirt, went just by the glove of Landon Scott into the outfield. The throw in from Ryan Edwards was just slightly late. Caleb Case couldn't quite get it in enough time, and it is 3-1. 2-0 finds the zone. Case working fast. Drops in a strike. It's 2-2. Well, the base paths are empty with 2 away, but 3 have come across the score in the top half of the 6th. Payoff, waves at that one and misses for strike 3. Good job of Caleb Case of getting out of the inning, but 3 runs come across to score for Holly Springs. They regain the lead. It is 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the inning. A pitching change has been made for the Golden Hawks as Caleb Brin's day is done on the mound. Brennan McKenna will take his spot as he drops in a strike to Rook Niddle. Oh, one finds the zone. It's a quick 0-2. Wren goes 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, which was earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. That one's up and in. He was cruising. It possibly could have been a pitch count thing where he had to get pulled. Of course, he threw on Tuesday, and so was only limited to a certain number of pitches as that one's in the dirt, but Rook Niddle swings and misses at that one for the strikeout.
Now batting for the Vikings. Second baseman number 4, Harrison Corey.
Harrison Corey at the dish, 0 for 2 today. Strikeout swinging and a ground out to shortstop. There's a breaking ball, drops in there for a strike. Conley has the pitching for days, but so many times we have mentioned on our broadcast that the hitting has to get going, and there's a base knock from Harrison Corey. That base hit is pivotal for the Vikings' momentum if they want to get things going. And now here's Ethan Stewart. He has a base knock today, but is 1 for 2. Also has a strikeout swinging. I will say Ethan Stewart is due for something big. Only a couple of singles over the past couple of games. That one's spiked in the dirt. That one's going to hit the umpire. That one's going to go all the way. There goes Harrison Corey. He's on his way to third. That one rolls into the dugout, so they'll say that he has to stay at second base. Nonetheless, there is a runner in scoring position with one away in the inning. Vikes down a pair here in the 6th inning, but maybe threatening with a runner on second. 2-0 is the count to Ethan Stewart. Sorry, now it is 2-0. Scoreboard was wrong on our end. But as I was saying, Ethan Stewart is due for at least an extra base knock. He hasn't had one of those in a while. 2-0, that one's chopped. That one's going to go all the way to Horion at first. He dives and applies the tag on the base for out number 2.
Now batting for the Vikings, the catcher number 13, Colton Newburn.
In the process of that, Harrison Corey moves down to third. 2 outs in the inning, however, but here is Colton Newburn, the East Carolina commit. Over 2 from him today. He's another guy that is probably due for something big. That one's outside. That's going to get away. Here comes Harrison Corey. He will score standing up. The deficit is cut in half, and the Vikes only trail by 1 here in the 6th. Well, no, that's thrown behind him. Colton Newburn this year with a 1246 OPS, 7 home runs, which is 17th in the state of North Carolina. We are seeing head coach of the Hawks, Rod Whitesell, come out to the mound. He's going to have a chat with McKenna. We'll see. Maybe he makes a move, maybe not. We will be back in just a second right here on DHC Game Day. Two 0 is the count to Colton Newburn. 2 away in the inning. One has already come across the score. That one's fouled back into the netting. We've already seen him almost tee off on one pitch in this game. Fly ball straight out to center field, where it was caught right on the track. Got just a little underneath that one. He's up 3-1 this count. 3-1, chopped on the ground, foul. Well, if that had stayed fair, that definitely would have been trouble, as it would have gone all the way down into the corner. Possible extra bases for Newburn. Nonetheless, we will do it again as the count runs full. Here's the payoff. Up high, it's ball 4. Maybe some 2-out rallying happening here for the Vikings in the 6th.
For the Vikings, number 1, Jacob Steele.
We'll see Jacob Stilley go run the bases for Colton Newburn. That's his guy when it comes to running bases.
Brody Brennan.
Stilley with 15 stolen bases this season. I'm not sure how good McKenna's pickoff move is. We'll see if they put Stilley in motion. He is incredibly fast. Brody Brandon at the dish. He takes strike 1. Brandon 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk. Brandon came around to score on the sac fly in the 5th inning. That one off the bat of Ryan Edwards. Silly leading off at first. He won't go on this one. 1-2 is fouled back out of play. One ball and 2 strikes is the count to the Vikings 5-hole batter. Oh, very close pitch there. Breaking ball left it just at the letters, just a little high. And the count is 2-2. Runner on first with 2 away. One has already come across to score in the inning. There goes the runner. That hits Brody Brandon right in the ribs. Man, that has got to hurt. That is the second time that I can recall of this playoffs where Brody Brandon has been drilled right in the ribs. And it appears as though we will now be seeing a move maybe being made. And it is time. Anthony Zeza will take the mound, who was the anticipated starter of this ball game. McKenna will exit after going 2/3 of an inning. He is responsible for both runners on base. And we will take a quick pause right here on DHC Game Day. Welcome back. Beautiful evening from the Crossroads. Cole Martin with you this fine evening. Vikes down by 1 here in the 6th. Another pitching change has been made by Holly Springs. If you're someone that doesn't usually tune in to these live streams and don't know about our Instagram channel, go ahead and check that out at dhc.gameday, all lowercase. We have so much more content over there. We do all of our live streams here on YouTube, but all of our interviews, hype videos, post-game analysis, all of that is over on our Instagram. After every game that I call, I upload a picture on our Instagram story of the final box score for the Vikes. So be sure to check out our Instagram page. Brennan McKenna goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 1 hit, gives up 1 run as well. He is responsible for both runners on base at the moment. 1 walk and 1 strikeout as well for him. And replacing him is the man that I thought was going to be starting this game tonight, the Queens commit, Anthony Zeza. He is facing Hayden Willoughby, who is up 2-0. He checks his swing, goes around. Zeza with a 1.40 ERA, 2-0 through 8 appearances. Hasn't thrown a whole lot this year. Has had to carry the brunt part of the work for McKenna, who is a typical starter, has only thrown 3 innings. Of course, those were 2/3 more for him. Hayden Willoughby is now up 3 balls and 1 strike in this count. As my good friend Josh Register would say, here is the keyhole pitch. Drops it in there for a strike. Runners on first and second base. One run has already come across to score. 3 balls and 2 strikes is the count to Hayden Willoughby. And time is called. Well, Hayden Willoughby has been in a couple of these clutch situations already this season. One of those being against J.H. Rose. Had a couple of runners on base where he lined out to end the game. We'll see if he can play hero in this one. That's fouled.
That would have been a best ball.
Lined it out into right field in that game versus the Rampants. Caught by Luke Tyndall. If it had just dropped a little bit lower, it would have been a base hit and tied the game and possibly would have led to a Vikings win. A what-if scenario and situation for Conley. Leaves them thinking what possibly could have happened if things had gone a little bit differently for them. Either way, they are still the number 1 seed in 7A. Here's another 3-2. That one's right back up the middle for a base hit. Jacob Silly is being waved home, and he will score. Brody Brandon is up to third. The ball game is tied. I tell you what, I was just mentioning how Hayden Willoughby is always in these clutch scenarios, and he delivers right here with the game-tying RBI in the 6th.
Next runner for the Vikings, number 14, Cam Pudding. Now back to third base.
Landon Scott steps into the box now. 2 out rallying from the Vikings here in the bottom half of the 6th. Brody Brandon at third. Cam Gooding is running the bases for Hayden Willoughby as he swipes second. Looked like they might have thought about a double steal there as Gooding hung up there between first and second. Now runners, both of them in scoring position. High leverage at bat here for Landon Scott, who is 0 for 2 today, but has also been good to get a base hit or two here or there, and he leaves that one on the outside corner for a strike. The count moves to 1-2. Brandon leads away at third. Gooding leads away at second. 2 outs in the inning. 2 have come across to score as the ball game is tied at 3 apiece in the 6th. That one's lined back up. That one's snagged by Horick and thrown over to Horahan in time for out number 3. But the Vikes strike twice and they tie the ball game. We'll head to the 7th right here on DHC Game Day. Well, we have made it to the final inning of regulation. And man, this ball game has picked up intensity over the last half hour or so, over the last couple of innings. 1 run in the 5th for the Vikings, 3 runs in the 6th for Holly Springs, and then a quick response with 2 runs in the bottom half of the 6th to tie the ball game between the Vikes and the Hawks. Now it's fouled back into the netting. Caleb Case is still out there on the mound. Oh, 2 just off the plate. Man, they thought it was strike 3, but the count moves to 1-2. 1-2, just low. Caleb Case not throwing bad pitches per se, but just a little outside of the zone. Two. Up and out, and the count runs full. Here's the payoff. Lifted straight up in the air. That might stay in play. Landon Scott is over to his right, but it is Rook Niddle calling everyone off and makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting number 1, Anthony Zeza.
Well, Lawson Jones, I have seen your comment. I'm not sure if you are still watching, but I have gotten word that both South Central and J.H. Rose have lost. And so now Cardinal Gibbons will await the winner of this game in the 7A Eastern Regional Final. Anthony Zeza at the plate, who is now throwing. He's the Queens commit. Fouls that one off to the side. That's out of play. DH Conley softball is also in action at the current moment. That's 4th round for them. They are taking on Cleveland, who they have already beat this season by a score of 4-0. They are up 2-0 in that one. 1-1 finds the inside corner for a strike. Pretty pitch there from Caleb Case.
Help you.
Here's the 1-2. Got him looking, froze him at the top of the zone for strike 3.
No, just looking.
We'll see if Caleb Case can continue this groove, as he now has to face Hodge Williams. Williams is 1 for 3 today, a base knock in the first, a strikeout, and a pop out. First pitch to him, swings and misses that one. That's kind of a lazy swing there. Didn't want to fully commit, but still went around. Oh, 1 up high. One on the outside. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count.
That's it.
2-1. Ace. Ooh. Close call there. Pitch might have been at the top of the zone. Might have been a check swing from Williams. I don't think he did go around, but looked like a strike from here. 3-1 is off the plate. Ball 4.
Is that a ball? Oh, it is? Okay.
So 2 out base runner.
Now
And
batting
we will
number 9,
see Aiden
Connor
McKenna.
Horan.
He will pinch run for Hodge Williams on first. Here's the cleanup hitter, Connor Hurahan.
This guy.
He is 0 for 3 today. Strikeout looking. A ground out and a fly out. 2 outs in the inning. 3-3 is the score in the 7th. First pitch to Hurahan is in there for a strike.
Yep.
That one just outside. Looked like a really good pitch there. And as I had already mentioned with Caleb Case, when he's missing, he is not missing by much, just barely outside of the zone. And Brian Miller, our home plate umpire, is not really giving him much room to work with here outside the zone. 1-1 inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one. Leaves that one. That one's going to find the zone on the outside corner of the plate. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is a big-time pitch here for Caleb Case. We'll see if he tries to go back with the fastball here. 2-2, and time is called.
If I catch this in my mouth, I meant this one.
We'll see if Herhan can put something in play or if Case can put him away here in the 7th. Time is called again. That was a very long delay there from Caleb Case. Case fired anyway, despite the time being called.
Right, you remember, how we played the game? These kids hit that ball with the bat. Oh, yeah.
Runner on first. That's McKenna. Pinch running for Williams. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. That foul back into the netting.
I got it. I got you, number 2. Thank you for the ball.
So we will do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the offering. That one's going to go in the dirt. Newburn can't locate it.
Yes, he did.
Herhan checked his swing. No, they're tagging him. No call yet, and they'll say he went around. The appeal down to McKenna Hall down there at third base. He says that the batter went around for strike 3. What an effort from Caleb Case to get out of the inning. The score remains right where it's at as we head to the bottom of the 7th from the Crossroads.
Ryan Edwards.
8-9 and 1 due up for the Vikings
Can you stop wasting
here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-3 is our score. I was hoping not to have a game like this after witnessing Tuesday's game where my heart rate spiked an unhealthy amount of times against Topsail, and it is doing just that again here in this one versus Holly Springs. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count to Ryan Edwards. Lifts that one up in the air. That one's going to go out of playoffs to the right and foul.
Dad, didn't I say can you hold on to it? Didn't I say can you hold on to that?
1-2. Leaves it just out of the zone. What a pitch there from Zeza. 2-2 is the count. Leaves that one. Oh, strike three call.
Get in the game, Blue.
Man, possibly controversial call there.
Game, Blue.
A breaking ball just on the outside corner froze right Edwards for out number 1.
Get in the game. Focus.
Breaking ball there outside. Well, the energy is definitely ramped up here out at the crossroads. A really good crowd on hand. 1-0 is lifted straight up in the air into left field. And the catch is made for out number 2.
This is top, right?
Now batting for the Vikings.
So the lineup turns over again. This is the 4th time through for the Vikings. Rick Niddle at the dish, 2 strikeouts and a pop out. 1-0 is in there for a strike. Quick 2 outs already in this inning for Anthony Zeza. That one's fouled off to the side. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's the game. Yeah, that's the ball game. Actually, soft game.
Bases empty, 2 away here in the 7th. 1-2, up and out, and
Hey, catch it, it's a strike, maybe.
Williams can't quite hang on to that one. That's going to go all the way to the backstop.
Maybe catch the ball. That's what you're for, right? Catcher, not a dropper.
3-3 is the score. All of the runs have come from the past 2 innings. That one's going to hit Rook Niddle on the arm.
We got ice! We got ice! Say we got ice. Really loud. We got ice!
A hit by pitch there puts a runner on base with 2 away. Here is Harrison Corey now. Had a base hit right back up the middle. Sharp line drive. Part of that 2-run 6th inning. First pitch to him in the dirt. Williams is up with it fast, so no advance over there from Rook Niddle. One 0 up and out, and it's 2-0. Two 0 is up high again. It's 3-0. This is not the area of the lineup where you want to be giving away free passes, as Ethan Stewart is on deck. 3-0 in there for a strike. Here's the keyhole pitch. 3-1 outside. Good take there from Harrison Corey. And he draws himself a walk. Could this be the moment where the Vikings break through and possibly win the ball game? We'll have to hold off for just a second as we will see a mound meeting. Appears as though Anthony Zeza might be coming off. Not totally sure. We will take a quick pause right here on DHC Game Day. Vikes are threatening to take this ball game and move on to the Eastern Region Final. Well, this game has taken some wild twists and turns up to this point, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second with the ball game on the line for the Vikings, possibly here in the 7th. These are the types of moments that you dream of as a kid. That's something that we talked about on Tuesday, me and Josh Rochester, with those moments in the 7th, and this is just another one of those times. With Ethan Stewart at the dish, 1-0 is the count. Leaves that one out. It's 2-0. A hit by pitch on Rook Niddle. He's over there at second, and then a walk for Harrison Corey. He's over there at first. 2-0 inside. It will catch the corner for strike one. Really good pitch there from Zeza. We'll see if he continues to go breaking ball here with the left-on-left matchup. Maybe tries to go fastball to try and get strikes. Definitely don't want to leave anything in the zone for Stewart. 2-1 in the dirt. Good block there by Williams to keep it in front of him. It's 3-1 though. Zeza is in danger of walking the bases loaded with the cleanup man, Colton Newbern, on deck. Here's the keyhole. 3-1, foul back. Fastball grooved right down the middle. It seemed like Ethan Stewart was guessing something off speed, maybe breaking ball, and sat back just a little too long on that ball. 2 outs in the inning. The ball game is tied. Runners on first and second for Ethan Stewart, the 3-hole batter for the Vikings. A chance to move on to the first Eastern Region Final since 2019 for D.H. Conley. Waves at that one and misses. Left it out of the zone, but Ethan Stewart went up and chased it for strike 3. What an effort from Anthony Zessa to get out of the inning and strand the runners on base. The game is still tied. We head to extra innings from the Crossroads. Extra innings, free baseball from the Crossroads. About to get underway. That one's fouled back. Well, the first half of the Eastern Region Final for 7A has been locked up. Colonel Gibbons takes down South Central. Colonel Gibbons, the 3 seed in 7A. They will await the winner of this game in a 3-game series, which will begin on what I believe is Tuesday. If Conley wins, they'll host the first game, and then the next game will be at Colonel Gibbons. If Holly Springs wins this game, the first game will be at Colonel Gibbons, then the second game will be at Holly Springs. On the other side in the West, this is something that we don't talk about a lot here throughout these playoffs on the live streams. In the West, Reagan, the 1 seed, is taking on Marvin Ridge tonight, who is the 5 seed. And then Valiente Ridge, the 19 seed. 19 seed. They are playing to move on to the Western Region Final. They are taking on Hickory Ridge, who's the 2 seed. We'll see if they continue their Cinderella run, as that was strike 3 there on Noah Rhodes. Jared Lehrer at the in the box now. 1 for 3 is his line. Had a double in the 6th. He came around to score. Caleb Case still on the mound working. 1-0 off the plate. Caleb Case is through 3 innings of work. No, sorry, 2 innings. Gosh, I cannot do math. Through 2 innings of work now officially with that last strikeout. Went 3 innings in the first matchup against Holly Springs in relief of Tucker Anderson, and is efficient so far in this appearance. 2-2 is lined out into left field. That was a bit of a wobbler there as it came off the bat of Lehrer, and it's a base hit with 1 away in the inning.
Now batting number 17, Mason Hamrick.
Here's Mason Hamrick, the second baseman. He's 1 for 3. Caleb Case gave up a base hit to him to start his outing. And he takes low for ball 1. Tight game here in the 8th inning. We're in extra innings. Of course, in high school, there is no extra innings runner on base. That one's in the dirt. Good block there by Colton Newbern behind the dish. And we are seeing head coach Jason Mills come out to the mound to have a quick chat with Caleb Case. With that, we will also take a quick pause right here on DHC Game Day. Well, the mound visit is over. Not sure if we will see Harrison Corey in this one. I'm sure that he would have come in the 7th if the Vikings were leading. But in a situation where the game is tied and the game has to be won in the bottom of the inning for the Vikings, I'm not sure if we will see him. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Hamrick. Just off the plate, 3 balls and a strike is now the count. Jared Lehrer on first. Had a base hit just a couple of moments ago. Here's the 3-1, up high for ball 4. We will see another pinch runner. That is, once again, Aiden McKenna coming out to pinch run. This time for Lehrer over there at second base.
Number 19, Aiden McKenna.
He has pinch run for a couple of different guys now
batting
tonight.
number 21, Sam Saxenmeyer.
Here's the 8-hole batter, Sam Saxenmeyer. 0 for 3 tonight, pair of strikeouts and a pop out, and we will see the slow walk from head coach Jason Mills, who is coming out of the pen this time. I believe it is Gavin Whitley. This will be his 3rd appearance in 1 week. We'll tell you about him. We'll tell you about Caleb Case's final line in just a moment. Ball game is tied here in the 8th, right here on DHC Game Day. Welcome back, Caleb Case's day is done on the mound. Solid 3 innings out of him. Like I said, I can't do math. I thought it was 2 innings, but my brain is cooked at this time of night, I guess. So 3 innings is his line, 2 hits, gave up 1 run, but he is responsible for both runners on base, pending them scoring if they do. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts for Case. Replacing him is Gavin Whitley. This is his third appearance in 1 week. Was a part of the 10-0 Mercy Rule win against Riverside Durham last Friday. See, gets a swing and miss there. Was also a part of the 3-2 W over Topsail on Tuesday. Had an immaculate inning against J.H. Rose to end the season, the regular season that is, for the Vikings. And he has a very impressive ERA with a .48 ERA through 11 appearances, 29 and a third innings pitched, 38 Ks through that time frame. So a lot of swings and misses for him, and it's 1-1 here to Saxon Meyer. That one's off the plate. It's 2-1. Holly Springs is threatening here in the 8th. Ball game is tied, and there's a strike. Two. Got him swinging. Located the fastball on the outside part of the plate and got the swing and a miss for out number 2.
Now batting 23, Gabriel Cooper.
So it's actually not Gabriel Cooper batting. It is, I believe, this is Harris at the plate who took over for Cooper back in the 6th, pinch hitting wise.
I know, they didn't hear that song. Yes, I'm at a watch.
A 1 inside, catches the zone for a strike. Austin Harris at the dish.
Hey, chat, he's better strike him out here.
Down 0-2. Fouls it back into the netting.
Chat, say my name. It's Carter. Somebody type it in the chat. It's Carter. Say my name.
Runners on first and second. 2 outs in the inning. The count remains 0-2.
Bro, somebody spam me.
Here's the offering from Whitley. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him for strike 3. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Gavin Whitley is dominant on the mound and strands both runners as we head to the bottom of the inning. 3-3 is the score. Welcome back, guys. Man, what a ball game this has been. 3-3 is the score in extra innings. Cole Martin with you here this evening from the Crossroads. This is the Eastern Region semifinal. The winner of this game will face Cardinal Gibbons in a 3-game set. Colton Newbern at the dish here. He is the East Carolina commit. Left on right is the matchup. 1-1 is inside for ball two.
Yeah, that was the craziest moment. I literally, if I didn't hit mine, we would be in that situation.
2-1. Tees off on that one. Sends that one into left field. That one's going to fall for a base hit down the left field line. Colton Newbern holds up at first. Man, possible extra bases there, but holds off. Nonetheless, it is a base knock for Colton Newbern as he leads off the inning with that hit.
Number 1, Jacob Steele.
Man, I tell you what, it seemed like he put a charge into that ball, but it really died down as it started to get closer to the wall.
Brody Brennan.
I cannot imagine what this place would have done if the ball managed to go over the wall. But we will continue on. Brody Brandon at the dish now. No outs. Runner on first. That's Jacob Stilley, who is pinch running for Colton Newbern.
He uses the red. He uses this one.
If you are a typical viewer of this channel, I apologize for the poor quality of audio in this one. We didn't have audio for the first 2 innings. That one's lifted foul. And that drops. Her hand was in pursuit, but it drops foul. But as I was saying, the audio of these live streams are typically a little bit better. At least they have been the past week over the past couple of live streams, but it was not working tonight, so I'm on the backup set of headphones. I apologize for all of that, guys. But either way, we still have baseball to get to. Game is tied here in the 8th. 1-1. Almost hit him again. That would have been the second hit by pitch for Brody Brandon.
Oh my God, is the audio back there?
2-1. Rips that into left, but a line drive as Wren catches it. Oh, what a throw in, man. Nearly doubled him off. Stilley was a little off the bag there, and what a throw in there by Caleb Wren out there in left field. Of course, he is a pitcher. He started this game. And so he really proved the arm strength there with the throw. But just one out on the play there.
Number 24, Hayden Willoughby.
Here is Hayden Willoughby. Had the crucial base knock in the 6th inning, which gave the Vikings the tie. He swings and misses at that one. He is 1 for 2 today, a walk, that base hit, of course, and a strikeout. He's got a runner on first. They'll take a look at Stilley.
Why are we gonna send this off? I'm telling my mom.
No balls and 1 strike is the count. Up high, leaves it. It's 1-1. Very good pitch there from Zeza. Well, we've seen all 3 of the top pitchers for Holly Springs in this game. Zeza was projected as the starter, at least what I thought was going to be the starter of this ball game, but is here as the 3rd pitcher of the ball game for Holly Springs, as it was Caleb Wren, the man in left field, that started the game, which he was followed up by Brendan McKenna and now Anthony Zeza. Foul tip into the glove for strike 3.
Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Landon Scott.
So 2 away in the inning. Jacob Stilley still on first. Landon Scott at the dish. He'll swing and miss at that one.
You said if you the red compact. That's red.
Landon Scott 0 for 3 today. A pair of groundouts and a strikeout swinging. Fouls that one back into the netting. It's 0-2. Runner on first. The game is tied at 3 here in the 8th. They'll take a look at Stilley again at first. Have to be careful with the lefty on the mound. We've seen it once already in this game where Hunter Layton was hung up on a pickoff move. Here's the 0-2. Leaves it low. They thought it was strike three as Williams was already running out of the circle thinking it was a strikeout looking. So the count moves to 1-2 strikes. Here's the offering from Zeza. Leaves it low again. It's 2-2. You can just feel the nervousness and anticipation from both sides here tonight. Here's the 2-2. That one's on the ground to Harmich. He makes the throw over to first in time for out number 3. So Holly Springs strands one runner here in the 8th. The game is still tied as we head to another inning in extra innings right here from the Crossroads on DHC Game Day. All right, here we go. Another inning in extra play here from the Crossroads. 3-3 is the score in the 7A East semifinal. Gavin Whitley back to work, gets the swing and miss there. A couple of strikeouts to end the 8th inning and strand a pair of base runners. Got out of the inning without giving up a runner, without giving up a run, I should say. That's chopped right back up the middle. Niddle has it, makes the throw, not in time. That's going to get away from Willoughby. But Newbern was there to cover and picks it up.
They scored almost. They robbed the home run. They robbed the home run. I'm dead serious. He just still robbed the home run. No! I can have it.
Well, this is a very dangerous spot for Gavin Whitley as this is now the 2-hole batter in the lineup. Holly Springs was going 1-2-3 in this inning. They have the runner on first. That's Caleb Brin. First pitch to Zeza is inside for ball 1. Landon Scott is creeping in at third base, anticipating a bunt. 1-0, fastball in there for a strike. One, swings and misses. Fastball seemed like just at the letters, just above the zone. But a swing and miss there. It's 1-2. Zeza is 2 for 3 today. A strikeout looking, but an extra base hit and a single there. Strike 3 swinging. Huge punch out there from Gavin Whitley.
Now batting number 3, Hodge Williams.
One away in the inning. Runner on first. Here's Hodge Williams. Very dangerous at the plate. That was lifted straight up in the air. We'll see who makes the catch here and calls everyone off. It is Harrison Corey, but the ball drops. Harrison Corey ranged deep into the outfield. He called everyone off, including Ethan Stewart, who was right there and had a good beat on it. And the ball drops for a base hit. And they are actually going to rule it as an error now, not a base hit. But still runners on first and second, one away in the inning. Rule it an E4 on the play.
I wish you see come up. Sounds like a new plug. Like home street seat. Yes. My dog plays that. Oh my god.
I apologize, guys. I do not have any
Now
instant
batting number
replay.
9, Connor Horton.
If anyone wants to come assist with instant replay and help me out, I would greatly appreciate that. But for now, we do not have instant replay. You can hit back on your screen 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and watch the play over again that way. Here's the cleanup hitter, Connor Hurahan. He swings at that one and misses. Well, Gavin Whitley got out of the inning in the 8th with back-to-back strikeouts, had runners on first and second with only one out in the inning, and got out of the inning. We'll see if he can do it again. He's up 0-2 in this one.
Hey, can I help you? No, I'm just swinging.
We'll see if Whitley can get the punch out. That one's low.
Hey, are you gonna swing at this one? Yes. Yes. No, you are. You're about to get sorted, though. Stop shaking your head. Shake your head when you go back to the dugout because you just
1-2. Lifted back and out of play, foul. Hurahan trying to battle here. This is a good RBI spot, even though there is no runner on third. He does have that runner on second. Hurahan batting .306 this year with 11 RBIs, 4 doubles and 2 triples. That one's lifted out into center field. Hunter Layton's coming in a little bit and makes the grab. No tag. It seemed like Caleb Bryn was about to run for a second, but held up. Maybe he was trying to juke out Layton just a little bit out there in center field, but that's out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Noah Rhodes.
So we remain right where we're at. Now an extra out for the Vikings. 2 outs in the inning. Runners on first and second. Score remains 3-3 at the moment. Fastball up high. 1 ball and no strikes to Noah Rhodes. 1-0 leaves it up again. Good approach here from Noah Rhodes. He is 0 for 3 today. A pair of strikeouts, one of them swinging, one of them looking, as well as a fly out and a walk. Is up in this at-bat 2-0. 2-0 fastball in there for a strike.
Yes, girl. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
2-1 inside. That one's going to get all the way to the backstop. And they will say that it hit the batter. And Rhodes will go down to first. The bases are now loaded. And we will see head coach Jason Mills of the Vikings come out and have a talk with Gavin Whitley. The Hawks are threatening here in the ninth. The score is 3-3. We'll take a quick pause right here on DHC Game Day. Welcome back.
Now batting number 5.
Bases loaded.
Jared Lara.
Jared Lair at the plate. If you're just tuning in, man, what a ball game. A very slow start for both offenses. Oof, man, I cannot say that. A big-time pitcher's duel between Tucker Anderson and Caleb Brin. Tucker Anderson looking like a true ace out there. 9 strikeouts for him tonight. He's off to UNC Wilmington for next year. Proves why he is a D1 commit. 0-1 up high.
You want that? Come here, buddy. Who's this? Oh, yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Up and out for ball 2. Two one. Lifts that one down the right field line. That's out of play. That was a good piece of contact there from Lair. He is 2 for 4 tonight, a double and a single, as well as a strikeout swinging and a line out. But that double went straight out into the gap. A really good piece of hitting for him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the offering. Inside, it hit him for ball 4. Sorry. There was a hit by pitch there, and so he takes his base. The bases remain loaded, but the run comes home to score. Man, brutal stuff there for Gavin Whitley on the mound. Had 2 strikes on him and proceeded to hit the batter. I feel like if he had just challenged him with another fastball, he might have been able to get him there, but ran it too far inside. And Holly Springs now is ahead here in the ninth. Oh, 0-1 is the count here to Saxonmeyer. Sorry, to Hamrick. It's now 0-2. Back-to-back hit by pitches for Gavin Whitley, but is up 0-2 here and gets him looking on the outside corner for strike 3. Well, the Vikings are not strangers to this situation. Down a run as we head to the bottom of the ninth. 4-3 is the score right here on DHC Game Day. Well, Holly Springs takes the lead here in the top of the ninth, but Gavin Whitley strands the bases loaded
Edwards.
and keeps the damage to a minimum. This is the last call for the Vikings. Season on the line. 8-9-1 due up. Ryan Edwards, Hunter Layton, and Rook Niddle are all due to face the Queens commits Anthony Zezza. 1-0 is up high, but it finds the zone. 1-1. 1-1 grounded to Harmon, and he will make the throw over in time for out number 1.
Now batting number 5, Hunter Layton.
Conley has been down in these situations multiple times throughout this season. A couple of times they have hung their heads and they just don't feel like getting out of that gap, out of that hole. And this needs to be a time that they do get out of that hole. Of course, the season is on the line for them. 1-0 is outside. Hunter Layton looking to just at least turn the lineup back over to the top. 2-0 in there for a strike. Wow. Hunter Layton known for his good at-bats. They can take a while to get through, but quality. And there is a base hit into right. Good piece of hitting there from Hunter Layton. Pulled it, but put it in play and landed it in the outfield grass out there in right field. The lineup turns over. This is the 5th time through the lineup. Rook Niddle 0 for 3 today, a pair of strikeouts, a pop out, and a hit by pitch. He is just looking to at least tie the game. He does represent the go-ahead run and the game-winning run at that, but is just looking to tie it here in the 9th. Leaves that one right down the middle. 1-1 is the count. Hunter Layton leads away over there at first. They probably won't send him in motion. Don't want to risk the out there, especially with the lefty on the mound. He does have a decent pickoff. 2-1 is the count. Two one. Lifts that one out into center field. Cooper is backing up a couple of steps, but catches it on the line. The Vikings are down to their final out, possibly of the season. Hunter Layton stands on first base. 2 outs in the inning. Harrison Corey at the dish. Lifts that one out into right center field. That might hit the gap. And no, it is caught by Rhodes.
Thank you, fans. That's your final score. Holly Springs 4, Vikings 3. Holly Springs moves on to play in the Eastern Finals of the North Carolina High School Athletics Association.
Well, the ball game is over. Holly Springs takes this one by a score of 4-3, and the season is over for the Vikes. Heartbreak from the Crossroads here in the 4th round. Do not go anywhere, as we will still have our post-game live box score read. Once again, do not go anywhere right here on DHC Game Day. Well, guys, that is going to do it for the season for the baseball Vikings. A very tough way to end the season as they lose this one by a score of 4-3 to the Holly Springs Golden Hawks. What a season it was for the Vikings. They go 23-3 on the season. They were conference champs this year in the Big Carolina 6A 7A conference, as they were technically the last team standing in that conference, as both Rose and South lost before this game finished up. Absolute heartbreak, but we will give you a quick recap of the game. It was a pitcher's duel through the first 5 innings. Tucker Anderson and Caleb Bren, absolute lights out, dominant from both of them. Tucker Anderson picked up 9 strikeouts in this one. Caleb Bren had 7 himself, so a lot of punch-outs, hardly any base hits. Conley only had 1 base hit through those 5 innings, where they ultimately ended up with 5 and 3 runs. A base hit for Harrison Corey tonight, nothing from Rook Niddle. Ethan Stewart had himself a base knock as well. Colton Newbern led off the 8th inning with a base knock, but nothing happened in that inning. Brody Brandon went 0 for 2 tonight. Hayden Willoughby had an RBI base knock in the 6th. That was big time, which tied the ball game in the 6th. Landon Scott goes 0 for 4. Ryan Edwards goes 0 for 4. And Hunter Layton goes 1 for 3. Absolute heartbreak for some of these seniors, including Tucker, including Hunter, a couple others sprinkled throughout, losing a couple of big arms in the pitching rotation. Connor Berry and Tucker Anderson will go off to Campbell and UNC Wilmington to continue their collegiate careers in baseball. So best of luck to them, and thank you all to the seniors of this year: Hunter Layton, Caleb LaCroix, Adam Rochester. I'm trying to remember all of them. Forgive me. Connor Berry, as I already mentioned, and Tucker Anderson. I'm looking at all the numbers over here at the moment. Tucker Pridgeon, another name as well, and of course Jacob Stilley, the man on the base path. Shout out to all of you guys for your incredible work this season. As much as I am disappointed and saddened by this, DHC Game Day is not done. We are not done here, as softball won tonight against Cleveland. We will continue our coverage next week for the Eastern Region Final in 7A for softball. Not sure who they are taking on in that, but we will be live probably on Tuesday, I believe. More update on that coming soon. But for baseball this season, thank you all for tuning in. It has been a phenomenal season. The support has been amazing. Tonight we reached over 100 viewers at one point, and so I owe it to you guys. I really, really appreciate it for all the support. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this game. If you have not already, go ahead and head on over to our Instagram page at dhc.gameday and follow us there. If you're not subscribed here, go ahead and subscribe. We have so much content covering the Vikes of D.H. Conley. Well, that is going to do it from the Crossroads. 4-3 is the final score. Holly Springs over Conley in this one. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Cole Martin, and as always, go Vikes, and God bless you all.